So setting up email campaigns should not be as complicated as everyone's making it, but there is some technical parts on it. There's also many platforms that you can't do specific sending on. So if we're talking about cold outreach, I've tested pretty much every single platform out there. Obviously, there's some that I haven't, but the ones I've tested are tried and true. One I want to present is Snowmobile. I've used Snowmobile for years. One thing that's also nice about Snowmobile, they also have awesome Black Friday deals. Do them like every year. So if you buy like a year time subscription, it's like, you know, I think I've had it up to like 60% off at times. So awesome. One thing about Snowmobile that I've always appreciated is its clean interface. I'm going to show you it here. Pricing is good and it helps with lead generation as well, substantially. Now, on here, there's multiple options. The one that the starter really does not do much because you're not going to be able to A/B test with that. Okay. Again, it's a good starting point, but based on what I'm showing you, you're going to blow through 1,000 credits in a month or in a week easily. So like at least select to do the 5,000, but you're going to want to scale it from there and go higher. This at least gets you to unlimited warm-ups, A/B testing. It also gives you spin tax and some other options that you're not getting as well. CRM, they have natively in there, which is kind of nice. If you don't have CRM, there's some other things that you really will appreciate with this. They also have a LinkedIn automation on here as well if you want to utilize this. So if you're going to do this, go pro. Start with 5,000, move up from there. So let's log in and I'm going to show you a few things on this. Now, a couple things on the interface itself. You can create lists. Now, if you've used Apollo before, there's a lot of similarities to that. I want to highlight just a few of these, such as creating lists, verify those leads directly in here. And this has already been verified, but you can go ahead and verify the emails, and then it will tell you the status on where those are at. Send those to a campaign. There's the Finder section. The Finder is more of a Boolean search, and you can do that directly on here. So again, it's very, very similar to how it is in Apollo directly right here, where they have the prospects and companies. Obviously, they don't have the intent data that Apollo has, but most people were not really using that much anyways. So this will pull up all those filters. You want to do an email search, you can do an email search, and basically you can kind of see how that runs. There's a bulk email search, which usually is a better idea. Basically what you need is company domain names, domain search, bulk domain search. Of course, you need to have a whole bunch of URLs for that. Social URL is a great one. So just upload a CSV of LinkedIn URLs, Twitter, right? Technology checker. So if like you have a competitor that you do awesome at, and a competitor, and you can see those companies that are actually using it. So they have some other tools as well. They have an extension that you can use to scrape websites. They have an extension as well where you can scrape LinkedIn. So it's a really, really useful tool on that side. The verifier right here, you can upload those. And then the deliverability piece. So deliverability is huge. And what it will do is it will check on a week-to-week basis. It will show you live where you're at for deliverability. Keep in mind that when you're putting in a new inbox, it's based upon metrics that it's seen on the platform itself. So it's going to be on the little lower side to start, and then it's going to scale up from there. You can do all of your email warm-up. You can see how these are set up right here. All your campaign setups are in here. Again, there's a lot of versatility on this. The one thing that I didn't mention as well that I appreciate about Snowmobile is it's not seat based, it's account based. So don't need to, you get as many email domains and email accounts as you want, which from a scalability purpose is great. There's many companies I work with where they're either an agency or they have multiple domains that they're have multiple initiatives with. So instead of opening up several different accounts, they just have one with this one. And so each campaign can be associated with whatever domains that you want. You can do A/B testing as deep as you want. Okay, you can kind of see the breakouts of how these look like. If I'm going to I'll show you what it looks like on the interface itself. So again, I like this format of how this lays out. Visually speaking, it's something that it's like how I like to create the campaigns. Again, there's a lot of you get your delays, email, LinkedIn. Okay, everything's in here as well, which is really, really nice. Now, what we're going to do is show the inbox side. Again, this is about loading up inboxes. On the inboxes, it's really easy from this point. What you want to do is select. So again, you may have Google or any one of these providers. Go ahead and select that. But for our case, we're going to use SMTP. And from what we downloaded before, you're going to pull that back up. All right. So here's it is. I have all the information. You're going to enter the host. The port number should be the same, 465. Keep SSL the same. To receive, same thing. Host, you're going to keep the port the same there, SSL. Check connections. All right, and then you'll see success, good to go, daily limit. So if it's brand new inbox, brand new domain, bring that down to 50. Okay, but this one's been established for a little bit, so we're going to just do 200. I just do on a random delay, do 120 to 150 seconds. You can add your signature here if you want, custom tracking domain. So what you want, so going back to MailForge, I already added all this in here. So all that you need to do is just add the custom tracking domain in there. You want to add a CNAME record to, if you've not done this already, it's really straightforward instructions. This does help with deliverability, so make sure that you are doing that. On the domain health here, just you'll do a quick check. Sometimes it just needs a little bit of time to refresh. Email warm up, what I do is just leave that still, and then we're just going to go add that account. And then once it's added, we're going to go back and then just do email warm up. So here's a new one that was added. Go ahead, select this one. We're going to go ahead and check domain health. So this is what you want to see. Okay, and then email warm up, start email warm up. Just keep everything. I just do progressive is fine. If you're going to do this now, you need to set a filter, like an actual filter in the inboxes, because it's going to fill up pretty quickly. So on MailForge, I have everything forwarding into one email inbox. And you can do that with a forward, the mass forward. Once you do that, if it's your regular business account or business email account, make sure you're putting in a filter for that. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of emails that look like spam. Don't mark them as spam, though. Okay, so it's rolling right now. All right, so this is to set up mail inboxes on Snowview.